date with this guy. It was a great date, great guy.
Cool kid. What it is. Wanted to talk to you about some realities about stacking at high prices, which there have been. And let me tell you, man, woo, it's hurting. So I decided today to grab some things, some ASEs, which I don't usually grab. But I noticed when I was making a video recently, I couldn't help but see that I had a severe lack of newer silver. And it pained me. So, feeling as FOMO as I was, I thought I'd go ahead and see what the market would bear. And that is why I'm here to show it to you, cool kids. So, first of all, how do we feel about ASEs in original packaging? Do we care about the packaging? I don't know, guys. ASEs aren't really my jam. But would you have purchased this for $40? Oh. Original mint box, original mint packaging with original mint. COA. There we go, COA. And there we go. There's the COA. That's real. That's legit. 1991. Let's see if it's a 91. There's the fancy schmancy packaging. Oh boy. How much did you pay extra for these back in 91? Silver was really cheap in 91. I heard these were like double melt back then, just to get one. But I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments if you were stacking back in 91. Now, I did, when I was a kid, I got an 86, the first year they came out. And my mother took it and pawned it for cash to, help out with the household expenses. We were homeless at the time, as I recall. Ooh, look at this. The little flip says American Eagle on it. Oh, wow. Original packaging. Silver dollar American Eagle. So, American Eagle silver dollar. Wow. Man, there you go. Oh boy. What is that? A mint stayed FU? Buku? Is that milk spots? Could be milk spots. Let's look closer. Looks like there's definitely some toning. Is that a scratch on the coin? Looks like it is. Yeah. Doesn't look like it's been opened either. Looks like it came that way. Must have been the shovel they used. I've heard they used to, on the old mint coins, they would use a shovel to scrape up all the coins. I don't know. Anyway, don't matter. I paid $40 for a little trip down memory lane. Oh, wow. Now, I was not stacking silver in 1991. As a matter of fact, we was so poor in 1991, we was using food stamps. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know what a ASE was. I hadn't had a hunk of silver in years. They'd all vanished. I was not informed that they were being taken from me. I found out years later that they had been taken. When I started, associating with my mother again. We didn't talk for probably 25 years. Yeah. All right. Anyway, enough of that. Here's another. I was busy. I was in the Army and stuff. She was in other states living her life, living her best life. Here's a 2013 or 15. Let's see. 2015, the ASE. Now, this one didn't come with a fancy case, but it looked pretty nice. It was in a capsule. does the capsule say all the fancy stuff? No. So it's a different capsule. Yeah, different capsule. Probably secondary market capsule, but $40, so less than $4 over remote. Let me get you the price of silver right now so we know what we paid, huh? That could be important. Let's see here, I'll pause it. So I paid $40, so I got this for $3.40 over remote. Right. But silver's dropping. But it could go back up, who knows? Alright. Now, what's funny was I got an ant on my case here. The ASEs cost the same amount as the generics. That's why I went ahead and grabbed them. Yeah, they were all $40. So here we go. Here's the third ASE I bought. Now, here we go. $40 in the original mint packaging. Well, let's see if the carpets match the drapes. Silver dollar. 1989. 1989, $40. I don't know if we did good. Let me know in the comments. I don't know nothing about this. I know that it's in that same flip though. That look at me, I'm a silver eagle. Silver dollar, American Eagle, the flip. I wonder if there's a scratch on this one. I don't see any scratches on this one. Maybe some milk spots, so that could be on the flip though, or the capsule. But that capsule is American Eagle Silver Dollar. Does that carry a premium when it has that special capsule, guys? I don't know. With the special clam case and man, oh man, does it say the mintage on there? Let's check. Boy, I don't see the mintage. No mintage on this. American Eagles are issued without packaging. Ooh, this was created especially for the American Eagles available from your special deluxe premier. Oh boy, what an experience. I feel like I got an experience. Did you guys get an experience? All right, and then the last piece I got, again, $40. Everything was $40, everything you see here. Ooh, it's gone up 2 cents while we've been talking. This, I don't even know what this is, but I gotta say, I've seen some generic rounds, and this looked pretty damn cool. Now, I don't know what's going on in this corner here. Let's say a little toning. Somebody finger banged this in the wrong way, and it's taking on a rainbow hue. That's finger oils is what that is. Whoever put it in the capsule wasn't wearing gloves. But it's on the edge, so it really doesn't matter. I know you guys don't know this, or maybe you do. Anything on the edge, unless it's a ding, is irrelevant. Okay, so yeah, they didn't molest the inner workings here. Alright, for the Silverbug community, 1 troy ounce AG fine silver with Chinese symbols. Let's look this up. Yay, it's a fairy. Now I'm like, I need a fairy in my life with a coat hanger. I need fairies with coat hangers. Oh, scales. Never mind, it's a scale. And is that a lamp or a horn? Looks like a horn. Let's really get in here. 2014, the fairy round, with a cornucopia of crap and the scales to make sure that the silvers are right. And I don't know, is that a fairy or an angel? What are we? I don't know. I'm going to say it's an angel or a fairy. It looks like a fairy. Some sort of fae. Maybe a pixie? Let's look it up. Yeah, give me just a sec here. I don't know, I saw I grab it for $40. In these dark times when getting silver at reasonable prices is getting, to be a long lost dream. Why not grab the pretty stuff, even if it is generic? Here we go. Nat 2014 Fairy. Ooh, Fairy 1 ounce silver round. And we're searching. Oh, there it is. The Silverbug community. Okay, let's see if we can find it on Numista. Silverbug community, Ariana, the 1 ounce fairy. Okay, $46, $45. All right, Ariana. Let me find it on Numista. So, Silverbug community. '14 Ariana Grande song. Silverbug community round. And then let's see if we can find a listing here. It's from the Felly Mint. Felly Mint. Okay. The popular Reddit Silverbug community commissioned this round in commemoration of its 5,000th member. It was minted. Ooh, we got some information. So you guys part of the Silverbug community? Holler at your boy. Oh, for crying out loud. 10,000 were minted. 10,000. So I could tell it was a kind of a premier round. I could just tell this wasn't just a generic round. This had a limited run. It's kind of got the frosted reverse proof thing going on. And I just had a feeling. Plus, I don't know if you guys know this, but my channel is actually about Dungeons and Dragons miniatures. And what's more Dungeons and Dragons than a freaking silver fae floating around, right? So that's a cool piece. $40. Then it looks here like they run $45 to $60. I'm gonna say $40 was a fair price. I'm not saying I got a steal on it, but I feel like $40 is a fair price. Tell me in the comments what you think. Thanks for watching. Have an amazing day. Like, share, subscribe, all that jive. What do you find to be a fair price today in the silver markets? I was going to give a suggestion. I know Kansas Kid and some of you other hip cats, the Pirate Stacker, you're into the Morgans. My rule of thumb has always been a Morgan in good shape should cost about an ounce of silver. A good clean coin. And I don't mean cleaned, I mean a good clean coin, extra fine or so. Should cost about, maybe even very fine, you could argue. Should cost about what an ounce of silver costs, But I don't know if that's realistic anymore. And then, an ounce of silver, I wouldn't go over 10% on the premiums. I wouldn't do it. Not in this market. Especially when you can go online. Hold on. Let's not end the video. Let me look real quick what an ASE costs online. ASE, and we'll go to AppMax. See what the premiums are. Okay, that's an ad spot deal. I'm not going to go by that because that's, BS. That's SD bullion. It's probably one round or one bullion coin. I want to get a more realistic price. Yeah, so, I paid 40. They want 41, 44. For a random year. Yeah, so, that's, $40 I thought was a pretty decent price. It's not amazing. It's not a steal, but it's not bad. Anyway, like, share, subscribe, all that jive. Bye. Have a great day. And, apparently SD Bullion has one ASE at spot. It might be more. I doubt it. It's usually only one. I might take them up on that because I do like to get one from every year. And I have been getting one from every year for the last several years. Except I stopped doing that. I feel like back in 23, I stopped keeping up with it. So, whatever. What do you do? Take care, guys. Glad to talk to you. Like, share, subscribe. We'll let John stay alive and, man, thrive. Ciao.